Army, down up to the north. Zelos crazy.
Zelos going for this counterattack now, coming in on the flank of Silent Control. Beautiful play here by both players, and notice how the Marines are being spread out beautifully. Zelos is trying to keep those Marines, the main Silent Control with some great positioning.
In Korea, gaming is treated as a sport. Often televised, StarCraft competitive play has grown to a level where its players can reach superstardom. Competitive gaming is something very new to America, but in other parts of the world it has been accepted as a sport for several years now. In Korea, competitive gaming has seen the construction of stadiums specifically for gaming and often televises professional events. Korea is one of the few places in the world where being a successful gamer can bring a lot of wealth or make you an instant celebrity. In America, we have seen the beginning of competitive play. Leading the pack is Major League Gaming. Different from Asian countries, American competitive play often focuses around war tactics as opposed to real-time strategy, the shooter genre. Top American games include Halo 3, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Vegas, and Gears of War. A professional gamer in America can make up to $20,000 per event and even up to $100,000 for national level events. Usually a professional gamer is between the age of 18 and 24. Not too many players last over 24 due to decreased reflexes and age. In Korea, when a gamer is no longer active, the media wastes no time using their popularity on commercials and music videos. Afterwards, they often become recruited by companies as stockbrokers because of their refined decision making. In the United States, gaming isn't seen as a skill. Well, except by our military. The US military takes gamers and floods them with government-funded tournaments, film festivals, and even their own games. Because of our attraction to the tactical shooter, our government attempts to capitalize on the minds already trained for military combat. Usually, video game popularity and level of play is locked to a specific country, but the fighting game genre is one that breaches the lock and sees amounts of play worldwide. The Street Fighter series, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Capcom vs. SNK are all titles popular both in Asia and America, but MLG has never hosted any of these games as part of their pro circuit, except for one exceptional fighting game. Super Smash Bros. Melee is the most successful fighting game in MLG's history, and even 7 years after its release, it's still seeing competitive play. While many people find it hard to believe a game featuring so many historical characters in a non-traditional fighting atmosphere can actually be a high-end competitive title, Smash has proven itself to be a game that requires an immense amount of skill to master. Now with the release of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Smash is again heading to the top tables of the competitive scene around the world. 4 a.m., April 23rd. Chris Hill is an enthusiast of the Smash Bros. Competitive scene and is going to show us what the community is all about. Nintendo is throwing a pre-release Brawl tournament. This is the first Brawl tournament of its kind and Chris is expecting a lot of competition.
We're gonna go there, we're gonna kick some ass, we're gonna have some fun, play some scrubs.
The tournament doesn't start until 2 p.m., but gamers had begun lining up since before 5 a.m. It was cold, it was raining, but that didn't stop gamers from having fun while waiting for the tournament. Chris even ran into an old friend. You'll be surprised on who's a competitive gamer.
My name is Greg, 18.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. Fuck you.
Oh, you from here?
No, I'm from Gilroy, California. Well, I went to MLG, New Jersey. So yeah, I've been in the competitive scene for a while, but I'm not that good.
Smash Bros. Melee has been out for 7 years, and gamers still can't get enough of it.
As you can see, the Smashers have united. We have a car, GameCube, and an 80-video screen, but hey, yo, Chris, you want to get in this? That's all we need to smash. It's raining, but no one cares because we're Smashers.
Now, I had never met any of these people in my life, and yet we hung out and played games like we had known each other for years. I find it funny how a game can bring different kinds of people together.
So, did Smash bring you two together?
Yes.
Yeah, just say it.
Did you be at the tournament?
No.
Your friend? Very cool.
Despite all the hype for Brawl, some gamers fear that Brawl will not meet the standards of a competitive play title. Do you think Brawl will see high-level play?
Absolutely. It's going to be bigger than before. How can we do that? Because I believe
People said that about Melee. Like, everybody's right. If you say that Brawl's not going to be competitive, everybody said that about Melee.
it's over 18.
Are you not here for the fucking
Are you kidding me?
No.
All right. Okay. Let me tell you a little story about Jesus I just had. All right, so I just found out you have to be 18 to sign up for this bitch, and I was like, oh Jesus, what's going on here, right? So I'm like, oh, my wallet's not here. Oh no. Okay, so I go to my car. My wallet is nowhere to be found. I have to drive my ass all the way back to Gilroy to get my wallet. Okay, Gilroy, if you don't know, is like 74 fucking miles away. All right. So I'm looking at my gas meter, and it's like half full. I'm like, fuck, this sucks. So I'm driving, and as soon as I get home, I get out of my car, and I realize my wallet was in my car the whole time. That's the devil. That's Satan. Satan played tricks on me. Look at the color of my wallet. It's black. Well, with the little Naruto thing here, but it's black. So it was like finding it like that. Where the fuck is it? No one knows where that shit is. Okay?
Just drove 150 miles.
So I'm like, oh no. And then Jesus came down and he was like, son, I'm gonna part the traffic and you're gonna go 150 miles an hour down that bitch. And I was like, amen. So I cranked up my gospel music and I just jammed my ass over here. When I got in the parking lot, this guy was like, dude, hurry up. It's like they're signing stuff, man. I was like, all right. And so every single light that I went by did not turn red. They all were like, walk on through. Walk on through, brother. So I testify today to say that Jesus Christ lives today. And that's my story. Amen, brother.
Finally, the doors opened and gamers rushed inside. The tournament only allowed for 256 players, but over 500 showed up for the event. For this event in particular, the competitors were fighting for a trip to New York and a seat in the national level event.
I'll tell you something about we, as brothers here, are gathered here to say,
I gathered here today to fight the wonderful powers.
Jesus Christ, amen. Don't let anybody say anything different. I'm gonna go chill out. I'm so excited about it.
Most players were eliminated within the first hour of the event, but the place never died down. Often players stayed long after they were defeated to meet new people and make new friends. 3 hours in, Chris was still undefeated.
Going to the third round. I'm in the third round.
So what happened? I got the board stopped. It was 4-0, and I got 1 kill.
And how about Chris's friends?
It was a good run.
We still love you.
That's alright. This guy is still the best damn player in the whole freaking state.
He sacked you. He
got
sacked
robbed
you.
in super shitty death. Jake didn't even get anything. Still a winner. It's alright. Better than all of us combined except me.
The winner of the event went to New York for the national level event and the public release of Brawl. Even before the game's official release, the competitive community has already grown to huge levels, and as competitive gaming grows in America, so will the Smash community.